welcome to my views on news Sunday's first video. Main news story is from Tigray, Eritrea border. Yesterday, I reported EDF and ENDF advance on Shere front. Now it seems that a coordinated effort is being made from the north to make territorial gains to advance into Tigray. Two new fronts have been opened from Eritrea towards Tigray. The fronts have been busy recently. There was shelling, there were reports of fighting as well, but now reportedly ground push on these two fronts from Eritrea towards Tigray is being reported. So coordinated effort from the north to push deep into Tigray is being made. Details for you. Secondly, viewers, PM Abiy is in the Somali region of Ethiopia. For the last 48 hours, he's been in the Somali region where PP party top officials are holding a meeting. Regional presidents are there to, what is this meeting about? Meeting of Prosperity Party. He visited some agricultural farms too, where he spoke about Ethiopian wheat production. And thirdly, some pictures from East Harage, Oromia and North Wollo. Thousands can be seen being recruited by Ethiopian National Defense Force. Firstly, viewers, we know that on Tigray-Eritrea border fronts, main push of Eritrean and Ethiopian militaries towards Tigray from Eritrea was on Shiraro and Shire front. And for around a month, EDF and ENDF have been trying to capture Shire and Shiraro. They captured Shiraro. And yesterday and day before yesterday, we reported EDF, ENDF territorial gains, their advance on Shiraro front and on Shire front as well. They captured Adigrat, Adi Ovala. And yesterday, I reported their capture of Adi Dairo as well. So, to the east of Shiraro, they have made some gains, and to the north of Shire as well, and they are gradually advancing towards Shire city. In coordination with this EDF, ENDF advance into Tigray towards Shire, two other fronts have been opened by Eritrean Defense Force and Ethiopian National Defense Force, where a push for ground offensive into Tigray from Eritrea is being reported. There was some fighting, some shelling on these fronts in recent days, but now reportedly ground offensive is being seen towards Tigray on two fronts. Firstly, Zalambessa Adigrat front. Zalambessa, right on a Tigray-Eritrea border, has been under shelling for days. And the shelling was definitely expected to be followed by ground offensive. That is what happens mostly, that before ground offensives, mostly artillery shelling is carried out, air strikes, drone strikes are carried out, and then ground offensive follows. So Zalambessa, which was under shelling for days, is now the target of ground offensive from Eritrean side. EDF, ENDF are trying to take control of Zalambessa. Secondly, Rama viewers. Rama on Tigray-Eritrea border has also been under shelling for days, and there was sporadic fighting as well close to Rama, and some say in Rama as well. Now a push towards Rama is also being reported. It's difficult right now to give you an accurate picture of gains by EDF and ENDF on these two fronts now, though very tall claims being made by pro-Eritrean government, pro-Ethiopian government news sources. They are claiming that Aksum about to fall, Adigrat as well, but we have no such reliable information. What we can confirm is that ground push from ground offensive from Eritrea towards Axom through Rama towards Adigrat through Zalambessa is now being confirmed. Of course, Eritrean and Ethiopian militaries are involved in joint offensive. And 3 days ago, if you remember, I reported the mobilization of military Ethiopian or Eritrean from Asmara and large convoys of EDF and ENDF were seen leaving Asmara, Eritrean capital, in southern direction. And back then I had said that the movement was towards Zalambessa, Sirona, Rama fronts. And that is what seems to be the case, because on these fronts, ground offensive has been launched by the two forces. I think EDF and ENDF on Rama and Zalambessa fronts were waiting for some gains on Shire and Shiraro fronts. Once EDF and ENDF managed to get close to Shire, we are seeing the start of ground offensives towards Axom through Rama, towards Adigrat through Zalambessa. We could see similar ground offensives from east as well, from afar towards Agula, which we saw a few days ago as well. But EDF and Afar militias, they could not go deep into Tigray. There was fighting near Lugdo and Dacia on Mount Asta, but then they were pushed back. Once again, in coordination, these offensives are being launched. So, in coordination with 3 offensives from Eritrean side, we could see 2 offensives, one from Afar towards Agula, and the other one from Abergale towards Chile Samre. It could happen as well. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy is in the Somali region of Ethiopia for the last 48 hours. He's been there. Prosperity Party's executive committee meeting is being held there. Regional presidents have also been seen in the Somali region. PM Abiy today visited an agricultural farm. He spoke about Ethiopian wheat production, and he said that in the Somali region of Ethiopia, Ethiopian farmers were producing 40 quintals of wheat per hectare, and the region had huge potential in terms of wheat production. He hoped that this year Ethiopia would export 1 million quintals of wheat. What is this meeting of PP about in Jigjiga, Somali region? Some key decisions are expected reportedly, and one of the key decisions is about interim administration in Tigray. Decision will be made whether to capture Tigray completely, whether to install interim setup in Tigray, or just siege of Tigray should be continued without any deep penetration into Tigray. So such decision will be made in this meeting in Jigjiga, Somali region. And secondly, obviously, talks delayed but will be discussed. Mostly before PP parties meetings, decisions have been made. Decisions are made, and then party meetings are held, and party meeting just party leaders approve what has been agreed already. So it seems that Ethiopian government main leaders, PM Abiy, ENDF from the Amhara Oromia region, they have made some decisions. Now they want the decision to be ratified by the party. That is why this party meeting is being held in Jigjiga, Somali region. A few days ago, we heard that Ethiopian government was asking Somali regional government to deploy Somali special force for the war in northern part of Ethiopia, but we could not confirm. Maybe this issue will also come under discussions in Jigjiga, Somali region of Ethiopia. Lastly, viewers, recruitments across Ethiopia. ENDF is recruiting thousands of youth to serve in military. I have been sharing pictures with you from Dasi, from Dabre, Marcos, from North Shua zone of Amhara region. Today I have pictures for you from firstly East Harage in Oromia. You can see some pictures from East Harage. Secondly, North Wollo, which TDF was in control of a few days ago, but it then retreated. So across Ethiopia, Amhara region, Oromia region, thousands have been recruited in recent days after the start of third round of this fighting. Obviously, these soldiers will have to be paid, they'll have to be fed, they'll have to be trained, and it means that Ethiopian budget, large chunk of the budget will go to military. That is why we say that conflict resolution should be the first priority of Ethiopian government. If conflicts are not resolved peacefully, you'll see that no change will come in Ethiopia, no matter how much wheat is produced by Ethiopian government, because revenue will go to military. As thousands are being recruited, new weapons will be purchased as well. So, what should be spent on human asset, on development, is going to military. Thank you for watching.